stopped going on social media. I stopped going on Facebook. I stopped going on Instagram. I stopped looking at that stuff because even though I was only using it for business-related purposes, every once in a while you would scroll and see something, and I hated that feeling of that little spark of jealousy, and I would always have to like take a moment and send out a positive moment of like a positive vibe towards them on whatever job or whatever's going on in the world.
I feel there's a fine line between comparison and admiring, and I feel that we all fall into the trap of comparison at some point, especially when we're watching our favorite actors on TV or up-and-coming actors that just seem to pop out of nowhere, and we're trying to figure out how do we get there and where did they come from. One thing that helps with that is really turning the focus on yourself and embracing who you are as a person. This is a personal race, a personal journey, and there's no one else like you. And once you realize that, you start to sharpen your own tools and realizing that you're going to do things your way, not like your favorite actor, but your way. It's a lot more fun and a lot better and a lot healthier to want to be you more than anyone else.
Comparison is a thief of joy. And I didn't know that phrase until maybe 4 or 5 years ago. You know, it's hard to be an actor and watch television shows or movies and see an actor that you think, oh man, I can do better than that guy. Or I'm more attractive than this person. I know that I could have done that role. But you gotta understand that your time is your time, and you can't knock anyone else's hustle or their journey. You have to accept your journey for what it is. Just maintain your head, stay focused, carry on the way that you think you need to keep going, and just do what you need to do.
After I came off of the show, I saw all of my castmates pretty much booking other roles and walking into these next chapters of their careers. And that was hard. That was hard. Ultimately, you have to embrace your own journey and just realize that you're not going to book everything, but you're going to book what is meant for you. So as long as I feel like I keep that in mind, and during this downtime, I'm really taking the time to focus my energy elsewhere, whether it's, spending time with my family or being in class, writing, something to that effect. It helps me to make it day to day until I have that opportunity to practice my craft again. And in the meantime, while I'm focusing on myself, I'm also cheering my friends on from the sideline.
I think everyone compares. It's just natural human nature. The thing I tell my students that I coach is, if you're going to compare, make sure you contrast. Meaning, yes, this person may look like you, but what's the contrasting factors? Okay, yeah, maybe they're bigger than you in size, but maybe the role doesn't call for somebody to look like the Hulk on screen. Maybe they want somebody a little bit slimmer, which could be to your advantage. Or, maybe they sound like you, but do they speak different languages like you do? So I'm always constantly comparing, but also contrasting to see what I have versus what they have and make that stand out. So that way I'm not a clone or a copy. I believe that you do focus on your personal journey, but along the way, there are things from other people that you may pick up. Part of acting is interacting, right? So, dealing with people on a daily basis. I think living life is ultimately the best teacher. I feel like those relationships with people are very important as well, and their stories that you could take with you to help influence your personal journey.
I personally don't struggle with comparison syndrome. If it has been done, I can do it, whatever the thing is. The reason it's important to not compare yourself to other people and to not worry about what's going on to your left and to your right is because you are an individual, and what you're going through, no one else is going through. Who you are, no one else is. What you think, no one else thinks, you know what I mean? And you have to honestly believe that. I think the comparison syndrome comes a lot when you're putting someone else on a pedestal and forgetting that we're all human